Good afternoon from the world headquarters of the Hangin' with Herky Empire.
Is it you? Is it you?
He acts like he's a little hot tonight.
I know. Well, he might be. All right, sit down. I have a phone call in to get him a haircut, but we haven't got an appointment yet. He needs his haircut.
He's had a good week this week. He's been on a lot of rides and
And there was a cat in the backyard today, Dad. So he had to get.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I forgot about this. So
Yes.
2 days ago, I got up really early, as I always do. I get up about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Because Herky won't let us stay late.
Herky went outside, and I let him out, and there was a possum in our backyard. And he tore out and almost tangled with that possum. So it was me, Herky, and the possum out there.
Had one.
I got Herky and got him back in before that possum tore him up.
So today it was a cat. You just never know with Herc. Well, and you saw in the video the squirrel.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So his leash, what had happened there is his leash had strung across the fire pit.
Unbeknownst to us.
Right. And just kind of melted. It didn't break, but just kind of melted. And when he jerked it for the squirrel, that's when it snapped
and everything. He took off. But
he was interested in the squirrel.
Yeah,
so
he didn't get anywhere. But I think it was funny is if you notice, like in the next shot when Nancy was carrying him, he was all dejected because we were like, Herky. And he got scolded for taking off like that. And when he gets like that, he just plops down and becomes just
putty.
Just a putty. Yeah, he's just a puddle on the floor.
Yeah.
And so Nancy had to carry him all the way back and
to camp.
He knew he was in trouble.
So we got a different leash on him and finished our walk.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and not let him get that leash too close to the fire in the future.
Once we get a new one like that on the reel. Yeah. So we have to replace that.
So he did not get the squirrel. The squirrel won, but boy, he had a good time chasing those squirrels.
So in the video where Ed is inside of the museum of Cedar Lake, he had just videoed it just so I could see it.
Right.
And then it was closed when we thought we would go back to video for y'all, and so he had to use what he had.
Right. So we
apologize for that.
I was not happy with the footage I had. I just ran through it because I thought it was cool, but Nancy wasn't with me. So I ran through it, and what you seen there in the video was me narrating to Nancy what I had seen in the thing. So I wasn't paying attention on how steady the camera was.
Because we were going to go back, and then it was closed.
I was so embarrassed by the footage, I almost did not put it in the video. But had I not put it in the video, I thought it was just a major part of the history of the area that we were in. So I apologize. It's not up to the quality that I try to do.
Right.
And but it turned out okay. The museum just had so much history and so much about the lake, and
so much had started there.
Oh,
I had that, like Dr. Scholl. And,
Dr. Scholl's father was in that community, and so the shoe inserts and everything like that.
Right,
and then Armor Meats were there.
The meat packing.
And the Shed family had an ice operation there. So there was a lot to do with that area because of the lake and the ice operation. And
to move that huge building across the lake.
So much history there.
Yeah.
I just had to show you guys.
Yeah. So it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So after we toured around Cedar Lake there, what you've seen is we actually packed our camper up and we kind of started making our way back home. And
in a roundabout
way. In a roundabout way, in a long roundabout way. But we ran over to Crown Point, Indiana. Now, Nancy has made several trips to Crown Point, and it's a neat place.
Just from camping, though, not from here to there. Yeah.
Right. So unfortunately, when we got there, it was Labor Day, and Northern Indiana's big labor, and so people take Labor Day off
as we did.
So I'm sure, but none of the shops were open or anything. But at least you got to see some of the nice architecture in the area. And
if you go in the basement of the old courthouse. Because, you can see the jail down there. And it's just a beautiful building. And I'm so glad that they saved it.
Mm-hmm. It would have been nice if we could have shown you all that, but just
maybe next time.
Maybe next time. So
yeah.
We make several trips there quite often. The other thing that was going on that weekend is we actually met a large group of friends there. So we were pretty much concentrating on our friends and camping and things like that. So maybe next time we go back, we'll be able to do a more in-depth video of the area. But there's a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah. So on the way home, we stopped at some of the windmills, which we pass those all the time, going up, Highway 40 and 65 to Chicago. I mean, it's just a huge wind farm.
Right.
And so, but we've never stopped and gotten that close. Now, we have passed a blade on the highway before.
Yeah, we passed them on the truck, and they're huge. But here's what the deal is. It's like, I was driving down the road, and I said to Nancy, I wonder if we could get close to one of those things. So we kind of turned off on a country road, and I was shocked that you could actually, I thought there'd be a big fence around it or whatever. Actually, I just walked right up to it. As you've seen in the video, we were able to just stand at the base of it. Those things are massive.
And they're quiet.
Yeah, it wasn't as noisy as I thought it would be. So
because I always wondered about the people who lived around there, but they're quiet. So that it was fun. Yeah.
And so there's a big section up in northern Indiana, mainly in Benton County, where there's just tons of those things up there. So we actually hung out right there a long time and watched the windmill for some crazy reason. I don't know.
And Herky enjoyed running around the field.
Right.
So he needed to be out of the car for a little bit.
Then after that, we continued on south on 41 and just kind of stopping through some small towns there. It's quite refreshing just to get off the interstate and see some of the.
That's our favorite thing to do. I don't care for the interstate very much.
It was fun because, as you know, we were interested in the canals that ran through Indiana, and that kind of follows the Wabash River, and we were able to see some the old canal towns, although the canal's no longer there. But
and we looked at one too, correct?
Right. Yeah. So we anyway, we ended our video there at the at that old grain elevator. Or no, we ended the video at the windmill. But we also went to that old abandoned grain elevator. It was funny.
And I said, "Don't go inside."
I really wanted to get in there and explore that thing a little more, and
we all know that he went inside.
I just went in the bottom floor. I would have done more, to be honest with you, but Nancy was adamant that I wasn't going in that old dilapidated building, so she went out and I didn't go. But,
good. Well, you did.
Maybe sometime I'll go back there and check that out. I think it's
home.
A neat place to go.
All right, so this Sunday's video we actually did this summer. And we had our granddaughter, Abigail, for 3 weeks. And so we took her downtown, and she's going to give you a little tour of downtown Indy. Herky's got his baby.
So, hey, Herky. So one of the things is we actually kind of started doing YouTube videos just for our grandkids because they like travel videos. Yeah. And in the meantime, about 700 of you guys joined the journey too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So anyway, she was really wanting, one of the things that she's wanted to do was do her own video.
Right.
So if you would watch her video and give her a thumbs up. Now YouTube may shut off the comments. They have done that before when we have kids in the video, but at least give her a thumbs up, and maybe sometime you can send us a note and let us know. We'll pass those on to her. But
oh yeah, she'll love that.
She's excited. So we actually spent the whole entire day filming her
8 hours
walking around the city of Indianapolis and showing you different things about our city. At the end of the day, she said, "Man, this YouTube stuff is really hard,
it's
Grandpa.
Harder than it looks." And it is, but it's fun. We like it.
So anyway, be watching for this. Yeah. She gives you a complete tour of Indianapolis, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, because it's also a fabulous city.
It is. It's beautiful.
So we are packed and ready. We are leaving on a trip. We're not going to say what, but that's why Abby will be the video feature this week. Mm-hmm. And then the next week, we'll let you know what we're doing, what we did. Our update will be from where we are at.
That's right. So I think our update next week is going to be quite interesting for you.
I think so.
So Anyway, listen, I want to say I appreciate everybody that has reached out to us. If you'd like to, you can reach us at hangin.with herky@gmail.com. That's HANGIN with herky@gmail.com.
He also has a Facebook page.
Yep. There's several of you that are following Herky on Facebook on what he's doing on a daily basis. This week he went to Lowe's and had a good time. A lot of people made some comments on that.
He loves Lowe's.
But, well, Herky's already had his walk for this evening. So
yes, he has.
We are going to let you go and be watching for our next week's video.
Next week's update.
Bye now.
Bye.